What is the best console to take on a long haul flight? Alright, everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've been doing a lot of flying lately. I've been flying over and back to my hometown a bit. It just got me thinking a small bit. First of all, I'll ask you the question. What is your guys' favorite console to bring on a long haul flight? So what is the best one? I have 3 examples I'm going to use today because these are the 3 consoles that I have used on a plane before. This is just a FYI for everyone. I do not like flying. So these are obviously like consoles that kind of help me get through it. But anyway, I'm going to start off with a nice simple one. I'm going to start off with my 2DS, 3DS, DS. We'll just go down this whole route. I've had this for years. I've taken this on many a travel. Okay, look, it definitely has its limitations. Okay, I'm going to say that. Definitely has its limitations. First of all, it's very, very small. Trying to get this through security definitely isn't a pain in the ass. It's really easy. It never gets stopped or anything like that. Where I'm from, my airport is very, very small. So it definitely doesn't have like some of the advanced technology that like it would in America, you know what I mean? So you would have to take this out of your bag and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's really, really easy to get through. It's really small, really nice to play on. It's handy as well. It still has the headphone jack, like not like the iPhone now where like you don't have a freaking headphone jack anymore. So it's, yeah, at least you can bring that with you. But the thing is, you're trying to make this as easy as you possibly can to bring it on a plane, I don't want to be bringing like boxes upon boxes of my DS games, I just want to have a simple, very simple thing. This is where I'm kind of like, I don't like it. The games are brilliant. Like, I think the last time I had this, like, I played Super Mario 3D Land, Mario Kart 7. I also brought back, like, new Super Mario Bros. DS, Mario Kart DS, So, very good games. Very, very good games to be playing on a long-haul flight. I don't like the way I have to bring the cartridge along. Now, I know you could probably download the games. I think nowadays you can't. I think the 3DS is gone. The marketplace is gone. So, if we're talking about right here, right now, if you don't have any games on it, which I don't, it's no good because you have to bring all the games along with you. And like if you're kind of like a collector like me, you don't want to risk taking the games out of the actual like box. You wouldn't be taking like the cartridge on its own. I say cartilage in your knee. What is wrong with me? The cartilage, I don't know. The game, the cartilage, I don't know. Like if we look at it now, the flight I'm gonna reference is probably, I'm gonna say like Schiphol Airport, Amsterdam to New York City or Florida in America, those really long 8 to 10 hour 11 hour flights. I don't know if like a 2D Mario game would get you through a whole flight like that if you were like non-stop just playing the game the whole time to distract yourself. That's another con, is that I don't think the games are actually long enough to get you through a whole thing. Now maybe they are, maybe you want 100% game, but I'm nearly positive you could get through nearly all the 3DS games within like 7-8 hours. So yeah, they're kind of just the 2 cons, that you have to bring the actual DS game. Then it's like, is the game going to be long enough, you know what I mean? Or like again, if you're just bringing one game, if you literally just have one game for the whole thing, that's kind of what I want. So basically this whole premise is that like I just want it to be comfortable. I don't want to have to scramble, get everything out of my bag in security. I just want to have the one device, one game in it, one game downloaded into it, and be able to play it for the whole thing. So yeah, look, this is definitely, it's up there, okay? It's definitely, I'd much prefer this on a short flight. Definitely not the long haul flights, but look, it's an option. The next one we're talking about is bang, the Nintendo Switch. Now look, this definitely is unbelievable. We're definitely not going to have the problem of bringing games along because of course you can download the entire library onto your Switch. Would it get you through an 8 to 10 hour flight? I don't know. I don't know if the power can last long because of course it's running like really, really powerful games, you know what I mean? Like if we're talking Mario Odyssey or Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, like they're very like powerful games. Like it is very hard for it to run. My experience with this, again, not a long haul flight, but I played Pokemon Arceus, I think it's called, and it was one of my favorite flights I've ever been on. If I had nothing to distract me, I'd be very nervous. Basically this was very, very good at distracting me because the games are like powerful. There's definitely more pros than cons. It's a fine console too, man. Like right now you could probably hear it. Like right now I'm playing Go Vacation, streaming it every single day, streaming every day, 4 o'clock Central European time, streaming on YouTube. Come watch, we're having a good time. We're playing through Go Vacation right now. But anyway, like I'm on a plane, I can go play Go Vacation, you know what I mean? And it's an unbelievably big game. Sonic Frontiers, Mario Kart 8, what else? SpongeBob SquarePants Rehydrated, Animal Crossing, Jesus Christ. The one thing about the 2DS is that the games will not be able to keep you going for that long. All of these games will keep you going for hours upon hours on end. Like you see people putting in like 5,000 hours into this game, man. So yeah, definitely worth it. There is one very, very big problem which definitely does turn me off. Getting it is, it's too big. I'm sorry. It is too big. It's a hassle to get out of for security and all that. And every time I've had the Switch, my bag has been checked. Like it's the embarrassing moment where is this your bag? It's like yeah. It's like yeah. We're gonna have to take a look at it. You know. I don't know why. Every time it's just been checked. I don't know. Bit of a hassle like getting out of the bag and all that kind of stuff. This is much easier to get around, which is like that's what I'm more thinking about. Like is how comfortable is it to bring this along with me? How comfortable is it to get out of my bag to get through security? Yes, you will have a better time on the Switch. Of course you can. Another good thing with the Switch is if you're with your partner or something, you can easily take out the Joy-Cons and play Mario Kart together. That's also a really, really good thing. So I suppose you could play with other people, which is brilliant. But for me, it's just too big. It's not comfortable getting out of my bag. Also, when I have it in my bag, I'm too scared someone's going to break it. But of course, it's a really expensive console. But yeah, they're two really, really good ones. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I've got one more thing. And listen, it has gotten me through so many nervous flights, so many shaky flights. All right, when you first see this, you're going to be like, go home. And I understand. It is the PS Vita. The base PS Vita is shit. It is absolute ass. I hate the base console. I think the best way for people to describe this is that PS Vita was too ahead of its time. It's just too. It should have released later in the future. It was just too ahead of its time. The games for the console are so bad. I think the PS Vita games are one of the worst games for a console ever, and they're not even like that cheap, you know what I mean? The biggest highlight for this console is obviously like you can play some PS2 games on it and all that, and some PSP games too. The reason I'm picking this is because mine is modded. I modded my PS Vita. The reason they're saying that like, oh, the technology was too advanced for its time is definitely true, because modding this is the easiest thing you will ever do. Now look, you definitely could mod a 2DS, a DSi or whatever, but that does take a bit of time. It's still on the more easier side, but you do have to use a computer. Literally for this, you don't have to use a computer because there's a computer inside it. So it's as simple as typing in a URL and then modding the whole system. It's so easy. So I'm just going to show you why I think it's so good, why it like works for everything. I can play every single game on the PSP, and I can play every single game on the PS Vita, and I can play every single game on the PS TV. You download this thing called PKGJ, and this is where you get every single game. As you can see, this is every single PS Vita game, and it's literally as simple as just pressing install, and it takes like 2 seconds to install all the PS Vita games. Press triangle, then you can go down to show DLC games, show demos, show games, show PSX games, PSP games, PSP DLCs, PSM games. You have everything. My favorite one is definitely PSP games. You have every single PSP game here. I only have a few of them installed. So first of all, I have every single game on this. You just have to download it the night before, and there you go. You have unlimited games basically. The battery life is unbelievable. I've never ran out of battery on this. It's on 80%, and I went on 2 flights. To a flight home, which was an hour and 30 minutes, and I came back another hour 30 minutes. I did nothing but play on this. So 3 hours, and it's only on 80%, which is unbelievable. The next thing that you have to do is you have to get Adrenaline, which is a PSP thing. It's a PSP dashboard. Now I only have 3 games downloaded, and I'm going to show you because it's really funny. Grand Theft Auto, Vice City Stories, The Sims 2 on the PSP. I like that music. And Crash of the Titans. So 3 very really random games, but like 3 very good games. I mean, here, I'm not messing. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories is unbelievable, and so is like all the rest of them. But sorry, I had to go on a bit of a rant there, but that's why I love this console so much. It's compact. There is no problem getting this through security. It's a very small console. It's nearly as small as like, it's a bit wider than the 2DS, but like it's really small, man. Unlimited games, battery life is unbelievable. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look, that's just my preferences for traveling with games. I really hope you enjoyed. Really hope you got something from that. I'm not big into it, but you definitely should look into modding the PS Vita. I'm going to make a video on this soon. This is one of my favorite consoles now. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Make sure to have a good day, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.